The next thing we need to grab is this stump remover. I almost got hit by a chainsaw, but this is all good. Alright, the next step to making solid state rocket fuel is taking stump remover, which is 99% potassium nitrate, and mixing it with sugar at a 60-to-40 ratio. Okay, the sugar's already leaking. We'll just pour some of that stuff in there. That's a little much. We don't need that much sugar. Screw sugar. Awesome. And we'll take this. We don't even need that much, but I don't want to make a lot. We'll pour this in there. Seems like a good ratio. Stir this with our hands. Alright, you got to be careful not to let it get too hot, or else it'll light. There's something burning down there. I think it's rocket fuel from past experiments, so I'm just going to go on. So what you got to do is you don't want to let it burn at the bottom, so you just got to constantly keep stirring it, and it'll melt together and become a liquid. It's very hot when the wind blows. All right, we're gonna put it back on now. The wind seems to have died down a little bit. So we gotta keep stirring it so it doesn't melt too much and catch on fire. The fire's actually a little tall, so hopefully it doesn't catch.
Boiling a little bit there.
Yes, it is. Can't really get to it though because it's so tall. Here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna knock this stuff out of there.
Oh no.
And this is what it looks like when it ignites and you mess up.
It's melting through the pot. Oh my god.
Well, let's have some fun then.
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't leave that.
Cool, man. Good.
Cheapest.
Let's have some fun. Oh, jeez. Rip pan.
Great teaching Tuesday. So it's the next morning. This is what it looks like when it's finished. This kind of golden yellow color. Maybe the lighting isn't that great. It's snowing outside, but we're going to go out there and we're going to light it and see how it works. To be able to use the rocket fuel, as you can see we have two jars of it, you have to get it ignited. Now, considering it's called fuel, you would think it'd be really easy to ignite, but it has to ignite at a very high temperature, so you have to get something burning already. So we're going to shove this in there, dump all of this on top of it, and then light that. And that will ignite the rocket fuel, and we should be fine. When I put the stuff in the container to keep it, to store it, it dries and it gets really hard, so I used a hammer to take it out. It's all in the box now. Really poor lighting, but it's all in here. You can see the paper is in here. All I have to do is light the paper, and that will light the rocket fuel, and it'll go off. Now, if you have any extra stump remover, which is what we used. That's the 99% potassium nitrate. It's not as flammable in the way it is now, but you can still just dump that in there and it'll help get rid of it. Alright, now the very last step is to light it and see how well it works. And as you can see, it's still snowing in April, and that's fantastic. Now I'm gonna get this thing lit.